Hello there and welcome to another Minecraft Bedrock tutorial. My name is Ra and today I'm showing you how to build a stackable automatic dripstone farm. This is a very easy build and you can stack this to get big farms like the one behind me here. Let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions or questions after watching this video. You can find all the chapters and used materials in the description, and that all being said, let's get started with the tutorial. I've built up one stackable unit here to show you how it works. Before we start, keep in mind that dripstone will grow incredibly slowly. There's a very small chance for each random game tick that a dripstone will grow one block, meaning that every single growth step takes an average time of 100 minutes. And because of that, I will be placing the dripstone by hand for this example. We have a piece of dripstone hanging here with a dripstone block and water above that. The water on top drips through the dripstone, making the dripstone grow and also give a chance for a dripstone to grow on the bottom. The top dripstone is fixed in front of an observer that will detect any change if the dripstone grows. As soon as the dripstone grows, the observer will send a redstone signal to both pistons. The redstone signal triggers the pistons to fire, knocking off any dripstone that is at the top or the bottom. All the knocked off pieces will land on the bottom, where the minecart with hopper picks them up. This unit is completely stackable and you can stack as many as you want. And stackable means that you can put them next to each other and on top of each other. Here is an example on how this unit is stacked 22 wide and 2 high. And to finish how the farm works, here is some footage of the stacked farm at work. For this example I've cranked up the game tick speed and sped up the footage, so normally the dripstone does not grow this fast. Alright, as said before, this farm can be stacked to pretty much whatever size you want. For this tutorial we are going to make a farm of 10 units wide and 2 high. We are going to start by placing one layer of 10 blocks from any block you want. They don't need to be solid blocks. Then we place powered rails on top of that and place a lever to power the rails. You can also use normal rails for this as long as you have enough powered rails in between to power the minecart. Place a layer of solid blocks on top of the rails so you get one block in between like this. On the back place another row of blocks behind the one we just did. On top of this we need to place the pistons facing forward. Then a row of solid blocks above that and a row of front facing pistons above that. And on top of that we need the observers facing the front, so we need to place them from the back. Now place solid blocks against the observers on the back, and these need to be solid blocks, otherwise the redstone won't work. At the bottom we want to place another row of solid blocks, then place redstone dust on top of the bottom blocks and you can see that the redstone dust connects to the pistons. We now need to connect both pistons to the observer. Place a row of glass against the redstone dust, this will place the glass at the height of the pistons. Place redstone dust on top of the glass so it connects to the redstone dust below. Place another row of glass right behind the pistons and place redstone dust on top of them. So when this observer detects change, it will make a redstone signal into this solid block. The redstone dust underneath will pick up the signal and send it to the two pistons, firing them off. We can now build up the sides, which need to be 3 blocks wide and 2 blocks higher than the observers. Now place all the dripstone blocks 1 block over above the observers. We need to place the water on top of this, but we first need to close the front and back. Place on each side a row of blocks to prevent the water from flowing down. We now need to place the water on top of the dripstone blocks. I am in creative mode, but if you build in survival mode, you'll need to make an infinite water source. You can make an infinite water source with 2 buckets of water that are placed with 1 block in between them. Grab the middle water with your empty bucket and continue on like this to fill all. We now can place the dripstone underneath the dripstone blocks. While doing so, the pistons should be firing off as well, as you are placing a block in front of the observer. Place 1 row of blocks in front of the lower one and place the glass on top of that to close the farm. Make the top row from normal blocks again to make the whole thing look good. And to finish this layer, place the minecart on the tracks so it can pick up any fallen dripstone. To stack the farm upwards, we need to do the same steps as we did for the bottom layer. And because this is the same, I'm going to speed up the building of this layer. Start with the blocks here so you can close the bottom layer and then repeat all the steps as shown before. To completely finish the farm you need to let the minecart unload. You can just simply let the minecart run over a hopper that takes the item to wherever you want. I have placed 2 chests here, but you can also take the hopper towards an item sorter. And that is it for this tutorial. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any suggestions or questions, then leave a comment below and also leave a like so we can spread this video around. Have a great day, stay safe and see you next time. Bye bye.